think.
Yeah, sorry, my bad, guys. The Bill Clinton kid came back, so I had to shoo him out. Sorry, guys. I had to tell him no more memes. All right, we're back, though. And we got losers semis on the way. So getting pretty far into the bracket here. It's going to be Arascrub versus Ignaize. And Ignaize, an insane Marth player, doing some really incredible stuff right here. As Marth, he's pretty well-renowned as a Marth player, and I think he's just a joy to watch. So to see him go against Arascrub is going to be super fun.
Famously, recently
no, Dragon Slayer.
Excuse me. Excuse me, princess. Are you shitting me?
That guy's nasty. Okay. Yeah, that
Ignaize,
I mean,
who I think famously took a set off. I want to say Riddles. Was that at MSM?
I would believe it.
Yeah. I believe it was Riddles or some other Kazuya player, FGC player. Anyway, making a huge statement early, but Ara right behind him, unfazed.
Yep.
Ara really does have a short memory, and there it is. You know what I mean? And you have to. you have to.
What do you mean?
Well, a short memory in the sense that if you mess up, you get gimped, right? You got to have a short memory. You got to be able to move on.
Yeah, it makes it hurt less.
Yeah, that applies to anything competitive, right?
Okay.
I heard that a lot from coaches in sports, and it applies here too.
Yeah.
So much of sports psychology applies here. This is esports, baby. This shit's real.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, a lot of what you're doing in Ultimate is really just mental.
Wait, is Ignaize God? Did I just see the grounded C bounce?
Wait, really?
Wait, I want to see him do that again. That was remnant of that tipper nair. That's sweet. So in Ultimate, you can do a grounded wave bounce with any neutral B. I think it could be with any special. That sort of charges, right? So I think what we saw Ignaize do was because a diagonal input on the C stick is technically a neutral input, you can set it to special. It might only be neutral B because of that, now that I think about it.
That makes sense.
I swear to God, I saw him do that little slide and charge that shield breaker.
Yeah, it's
the ground.
Definitely possible. You definitely get some momentum in the air with it. And while it may be really tricky, I wouldn't be surprised if it was totally possible to be able to get some momentum once you're actually on the ground and bounce with it, like you said.
And that shit is frame perfect. I've tried to get it consistently with Greninja's Shuriken, and that is tough.
So it's
so if Ignaize is just whipping that out, that's wild.
It's one thing to just do it, but to make it work and actually get a kill off of it.
Exactly.
That's what makes it crazy. Yep, that up special out of option.
Yeah.
Ooh, that out of shield option, baby. Oh, up smash.
Ew, yup.
Wow.
Ugh. Ignaize. Making definitive statements here. There is a period at the end of that sentence, man. No ifs, ands, or buts.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Some really good stuff.
Yeah.
Our players moving on. Sadly,
exactly.
Our console seems to be moving on.
Dude, it's so sad that Ignaize and Aura died.
Yeah.
It's so sad. That the Switch got disconnected and in a crazy electrical surge, they both perished.
Their USB was, their
really
freaking
tragic.
life support was powered by the Switch USB ports.
They were both low on battery. They were on life support.
Someone went to unplug their controller and it disconnected them. Dang. Now that's kind of crazy though. I don't know what's up with that Switch. I've never seen that before.
It happens at this point. It seems like it happens every other game. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, can we just get a banner?
A death counter?
No, well, just like a banner across the screen.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Get it together.
And then all right, folks. I think we're having some technical difficulties here. So now it's time for me and Conniekins. Were you like a Webkins legend back in the day? Is that where that comes from?
You asking me how I got my name?
Yeah, dog. I want to know the origin story. Tell me the origin story.
All right. It's kind of cringe, but
it is Webkins. I was right, huh? It's Webkins, isn't it?
No, I used to love Webkins, but that's not it.
Shut up, Webkins, dude.
Okay, we're back in the game.
Oh, never mind. It's too late.
We'll
never know.
Save it. We'll save it for after this game. Don't let me forget.
Okay.
I'll tell the story if enough people care. But here it is. We're getting back into it. It's the down tilt.
I love it.
Nair.
Because, I mean, Squirtle's ground game is so good. His
nice.
F-tilt is so oppressive. But what if sword?
Oh, man.
That Nair was rising. I don't think that's what he wanted. Probably wanted a delay on that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like one thing a lot of Marth players go for is neutral special. Yeah. But with Ignaize, his use of it is so interesting because he goes for it really quick, almost instantly, and then lets go of it. And when he's not doing that, he's doing things where he's able to bounce off the stage or, you know, kind of hold it and kind of change his direction.
Goodness.
Change the momentum of his character kind of midair.
Yeah.
Use it as more of like a movement / get off me tool.
Guys.
Wow.
Guys.
that was nasty. Arascrub not really sure what to do, man. He's just kind of let go of the controller for a second. He needs to breathe.
That stock was my 911.
Wow. Moving on, we have the second game going on. It looks like Arascrub definitely kind of struggling a little bit right here against Ignaize. I mean, Ignaize, definitely someone to write home about. He does some incredible stuff as Marth if you've never seen him before. And we're just watching him just kind of show us really kind of the more nuanced mechanics of Smash Ultimate, and he excels at that really well.
Yeah.
I feel like
Aura,
I can't really think of a
man.
Marth
Aura
like
been
him.
catching people with that all day.
Yeah.
Aura has been sniping people with that up B all evening, man.
Yep.
And it really comes down to that hold, that grasp that he has of DI tendencies. That's really impressive. Full hop nair, SDI'd out. I don't know if I saw SDI there. Just fell out.
Oh my God. Yeah, he's gonna dip it and dodge and.
I'm such a huge fan of Ivysaur dash attack. It's such a funny move. It's super quick. It's like, I want to say frame 4. It's kind of laggy, but Aura uses it so well. I've seen him do it maybe 3 times, but every time it's hit. You know, it's the kind of thing where it's like there's a very specific situation that you put yourself in an advantage where only dash attack will hit. And that's when he chooses to go for it.
Nice. Catches him right there on the flare blitz. The dare. That was so good.
Ignaize, another avid user of that pivot F tilt on the chase down. That pivot cancel slide didn't work out, but like I said, you got to have that short memory. Just keep going, dude. Hold forward.
I mean, it's all in here when you think about it. You know, we kind of said it before. The mind controls the body. So, kind of just showing that really Ultimate is like a game of knowledge. You know, you just have to know what you're doing. It's not always about like how fast can you press the buttons, like how much can you tech every single thing. It's more so just, what do you know about your character? What do you know about the actual game itself? And I feel like that's what Ignaize excels in, is he has a lot of knowledge about this game, a lot of knowledge about pretty much a lot of these matchups, and especially when it comes to a character that people don't see as much, like Marth. He excels in that, and that's pretty much like having knowledge, that's power.
Knowledge is power, and it's clear that Ignaize knows himself well.
Yep.
And Aura as well. I think both of these players have a great grasp on their own tendencies. I think Aura might have a better grasp of his opponent's tendencies. Maybe needs to exert that a little bit stronger here if he wants to take game 2 or game 3. Sorry, he's got it in him. I know he's got it in him. I didn't check the head-to-head, but Aura's a king killer. He's not like a completely high echelon threat, but like he takes names.
Yeah, we're seeing the Zard come out already.
Yeah.
I feel like the Zard is the only thing he's really comfortable with, but even then, that Dancing Blade making it so dangerous for Arascrub. Ignaize putting in some excellent work right here, just juggling him up in the air, not letting him come down. He's got wings. He's going to make Arascrub
that up
use
was so good. That up was so good.
Yeah, some excellent stuff again.
Oh, did he try to parry it?
No
It
way.
kind of felt like it. It kind of felt like he tried to parry it.
I don't know.
Aura, you're crazy if you did.
Yeah, I don't really agree with that. Even if you were able to kind of get away with the parry,
No, you got to roll or something.
I feel like that wasn't the play.
Roll back or something. I don't know.
You can't do that against someone like Ignaize, honestly.
Whenever I play Ignaize, for me it's like I'm doing so much work mentally because he forces you to, right?
Right.
I'm doing so much work mentally that things like that. It's the little things that start to falter, and then he capitalizes just like that.
Yeah, this is really where kind of Arascrub has to pick up the pace a little bit, able to get that up throw.
Yeah.
But
then again,
it's
he's Charizard. He's given himself a chance. Marth can struggle to kill a little bit here. Zard on deck is, it's not the worst position to be in. That rising Dancing Blade.
Yep. Yeah.
So good. Or double edge dance. I refuse to be right. I refuse to call it the correct name. Oh, come on.
Wait, so he was trying to go in for a dash
Ew.
attack. Arascrub was trying to go in for a dash attack.
Oh.
And Ignaize just fully charges that neutral special in the time it takes for it's have ever connected.
Ignaize just knew.
Yeah.
He knew that dash pattern was coming.
He's gonna go for a burst option.
Yeah,
like
he's got such a hold, and this is a running thread that I'm seeing between all these matches. The players that are really taking it, they have such good control over their own movement relative to their opponents.
Right.
You know, in my opinion, Smash Ultimate and Smash in general is about positioning first. Right. Putting yourself in a good position to engage with your opponent is way more important than picking the right move necessarily.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I get you 100% because, like, at the end of the day, it does come down to, like, who's at what percent, you know, a lot of the time.
Good DI there. They're going to finish him off. He only had one route to take. I think he was too far out for an early up B.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Ara must have grabbed too late. I didn't think it was that safe.
Okay, that's the up smash.
Yeah. That's up smash not working.
Help.
Up smash doesn't work, gang. Let's go.
Okay.
Squad up.
Ignaize looks like he's about to take this and
Yeah.
potentially move back into losers finals, potentially going into grands if they're good enough. But
I like
we'll
it.
see.
I like that from Ara, going for it all, rolling the dice a little bit here. He's got to.
Yeah.
He's giving himself a chance. Yo, Ignaize in the red.
Yeah, got to be careful for sure.
Oh, that was such a good tech chase setup. He had him, and he slipped
Yep.
off the ledge, I think. That's
Here
it.
it
That's
is.
it. That's it.
the down
Yep.
smash.
Oh, wow. Ignaize.
That's 3-0.
Ignaize really saved himself. I wonder if he DI'd out to get that ledge slip on the tech chase because he missed the tech. Just barely bounced off. Man. Ara had him in his sights. That was really, really good. That was a fun watch.
I definitely agree. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like one thing that Ignaize did really well was he was just kind of consistent in a lot of his options. You know, like he kind of prevented Arascrub from guessing the correct option every time because he did so many different things. I feel like there wasn't like one necessary option that we can pinpoint that was like, this is why Ignaize won. He was able to mix up so many of his options. He was able to improvise so much against Arascrub's playstyle and call him out for pretty much every single mistake that we ever saw on the screen, which resulted in the 3-0.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, Ignaize makes use of the whole kit. I think the only move we saw really like not get used